Good morning. Oh, there you are. Let's try that again. Good morning. Yes, and what a good morning it is, isn't it? Yes. Hooray. Thank you so much for being here. We begin our gathering in a good way by acknowledging with gratitude that we are gathered here on the traditional lands of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples, who we know today as the Songhees and Esquimalt nations, their families and ancestors. My name is Roberta Mason, and I have the great privilege of being your guide through today's very important ceremony. I am the Vice Provost, Student and Academic Services here at Royal Roads. It is my privilege, can you tell I'm reading, to extend a very warm welcome to one and all. Today marks the 57th convocation for Royal Roads University, and we're so pleased that you have all been able to join us for this. Yay! So before I go to the next formal part of what I'm supposed to read to you, I just want to give you a little invitation to make this ceremony yours. We know that it's a big deal for someone to finish a Royal Roads program and for your families and friends who support them. So we invite you to cheer, to celebrate, to do whatever it is for you will make this the best ceremony ever for your loved one or friend. We know that it's a big deal for them. They're only going to do this once. We kind of hope they might come back and do it again. But for now, this is it. So please do make it yours. Before we begin, back to the formal part, I have a few points to share with you. First, as part of our green events plan, the convocation program is, as you've figured out by now, digital. You can scan the QR code, this up on the screen here now, or you can find it on our RU Convocation website. In a few minutes, I will ask you to rise just before the graduates and the academic party come into the auditorium. In the meantime, though, here it comes, the obligatory reminder. If you have a cell phone or anything that's going to beep or boop or make a noise during the ceremony, we ask that you turn it off so that we can all enjoy the ceremony and not be distracted. Thanks so much. We'll be ready just in a few minutes. Are we good? Oh, we're ready now. All right. Well, now it's my great pleasure to introduce my friends here, Lila Dick and Christine Sam, who are with the Songhees Nation, members of the Songhees Nation. And they're going to share some singing and drumming for us as our graduates and academic party enter the auditorium. So now, if you would please rise as you're able and comfortable to do so, and remain standing as they come in. Thank you, Lila and Christine. You may be seated. Okay. Lila and Christine are going to leave us. And as they do, I would like to draw your attention to the screens where we will hear welcome from Lekwungen elder Huelipton, who we also know by his English name, Dr. Clarence Butch Dick, as a welcome to these ancestral lands.
Aisquachol si MCA asa Huelipton, Chiles and Lekwungen. Asiam Nustielicha, Asiam Nushwalqua, Haishqua Quansana, Techel Lekwungen Tanuk, Haichkasiam Nequilia. Good morning, my friends and family. My English name is Butch Dick, and my First Nation name is Huelipton, and I come from the Songhees Nation. It's my great honor once again to be here at Royal Roads during Convocation. It's always a very exciting time, and I know that I can always feel the vibrations in the room and how excited and happy everyone is. Through my education life, I've been to many convocations and graduations. In particular, when I was a teacher, I watched young children leave early childhood education into kindergarten, from kindergarten to elementary, elementary to middle school, and middle school to high school. What we never outgrow is the fact that we acknowledge accomplishment always, no matter how old you are, how young you are. Accomplishment is so essential to our lives as people. And your accomplishment should be recognized. And we thank you for what you've done and what you've accomplished to this day. And also to thank the Royal Roads University and the faculty and admin and the staff at Royal Roads. We always lift up our hands to you. On behalf of myself, my wife, and my family, we congratulate each and every one of you. Congratulations. Haishkasiam.
Now I'll ask if you would please stand as you are able to join in the singing of our Canadian national anthem, led by local vocalist Aidan Holt.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us commend. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Philip Steenkamp.
Thank you, Dr. Mason, and good morning, everybody, and a huge warm welcome to all of you. We always like to begin in a good way here at Royal Roads by acknowledging our presence on the lands of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples known today as the Songhees and Esquimalt nations, and you saw the welcome we had from esteemed elder Butch Dick. So honored guests, faculty, staff, proud friends and families, and of course, our amazing graduates. Congratulations, graduates. You've done something extraordinary. In a few minutes, when you walk across the stage, you'll join a community of more than 40,000 Royal Roads alumni. And sitting here, you probably 50% listening to me and 50% rehearsing that walk across the stage. Okay, maybe 10% thinking about a celebratory drink after the event. But before you walk across that stage and before you raise that glass, I'm going to ask you to raise your hand, both in the metaphorical sense and in a few moments, literally. It's a very simple gesture that carries a lifetime of meaning. When we were young, of course, we were taught to raise our hands to ask questions. Later, we raised them to volunteer or to serve. And sometimes, and perhaps hardest of all, we raise them to ask for help. In fact, as humans, we've been raising our hands for thousands of years to vote in the assembly of citizens in Athens, to swear an oath to the truth, as a call for stillness before a great orator spoke, and as a sign of reverence and connection in spiritual or cultural gatherings. That simple act carries the very values we believe in so deeply here at Royal Roads: creativity, courage, and caring. And I will say, knowing that I am speaking to an auditorium of leaders here, that it's also my best advice on how to lead. In fact, I think it's how leadership begins. Leadership isn't about having all the answers. It's about showing up, both for others and for yourself. It's about raising your hand when things are difficult, when it would be much easier to stay silent or sit back or duck under your desk. And yes, that is metaphorical or literal. And in your studies, you learn to think creatively and to trust your judgment. But what truly sets great leaders apart is the ability to deliver, to turn good ideas into real outcomes, to follow through on what you promise. The courage needed is real. Your heart might race, your voice might shake, but that's what it means to lead. Just like raising your hand in a classroom to offer your perspective, it can sometimes be scary. So today, I'd like us to try something together. I'm going to ask you a few questions. And if what I say feels true for you, please raise your hand and keep it raised. And yes, this includes not only the graduates, but family and friends back there, and of course, staff and faculty on stage here as well. We all part of this story. So here we go. Here are my questions. So please raise your hand and keep your hand raised. So raise your hand if you've ever doubted you'd make it here. Okay. Raise your hand if someone helped to keep you going. Raise your hand if you've ever helped someone else to do the same. Raise your hand and keep it up if you found the strength you didn't know you had. Now look around you. This is what resilience looks like. A room full of hands raised, proving you don't have to go it alone. You can lower your hands now. But as you leave here today, I hope you keep raising your hand for tough challenges, for bold ideas, for yourself, and for each other, because the world absolutely needs leaders who not only dream, but deliver. You've already shown that remarkable courage. Keep faith in the reasons you came here in the first place. Believe in yourself, what you have accomplished, and what you will go on to do from this day forward. And if there comes a time when you don't or you can't, know that your fellow graduates believe in you, as do we. So graduates, on behalf of your entire lifelong Royal Roads University community, my sincere congratulations on your achievements. Now please give yourselves a hand, and I'll see you on stage.
Thank you, President Steenkamp. What an inspiring reminder that leadership and change-making begins with just a simple, brave act of raising our hands. It's a message that does set the stage, though, beautifully for us as we have our next speaker, someone who has raised his hand time and time again to lead, to serve, and to make a lasting impact on the world around him. It is my great pleasure to introduce today's alumni orator, Tyson Atleo. Tyson, an alumnus of Royal Roads, he holds 2 Royal Roads degrees, Bachelor of Professional Communication, and a Master's in Environmental Education and Communication. Thank you. Thank you, Tyson. He also represents one of 3 principal hereditary chieftainships of the Ahousaht Nation and serves as Senior Conservation Director for the Nature Conservancy of Canada. Raised in the traditions of his hereditary lineage, Tyson upholds principles of responsibility and reciprocity in stewarding relationships with the natural world. Passionate about biodiversity conservation, he integrates Indigenous knowledge and Western science in his work, contributing meaningfully to environmental conservation, Indigenous governance, and sustainable development. Please join me in warmly welcoming Tyson Atleo.
Thank you very much for the warm introduction. And good morning, graduates, faculty, administrators, families, and friends. Thank you very much for the honor of sharing a few words with you today. A few words in this beautiful moment of life where we gather in celebration surrounded by the warmth of community, the pride of achievement, and of course, the promise of possibility. You've all worked very hard to get here. You've sacrificed much. And today you conclude the ceremony of your education. Your accomplishments are inspiring, they matter, and I'm here today to bring the message to you all that they're very desperately needed. I must begin with a truth that weighs heavy on my heart. As of today, and of course tomorrow, we find ourselves in an ever-darkening hour on this beautiful planet. The climate crisis deepens, biodiversity loss accelerates, and the natural world, which has sustained our species for many thousands of years, is under very real threat. And unfortunately, that threat is very much us. We've all heard this before, in the news, in the classroom, so why would I lead with it today in this moment of celebration? Because to me, this is not just a moment to reflect on what you've achieved. It's a moment to consider what you're going to do next. The world needs your brilliance, your courage, your compassion, your boldness, and it really needs it right now. In Ahousaht, the nation to which I belong, our ancient Indigenous principles that once governed our people came from the lands and the waters, and came from non-human beings who shared stories about how to live as good humans on this planet. These stories aren't abstract ideas. They reflect to us natural laws. They teach us to respect one another, to care for one another, to teach one another, to love one another, and of course to cooperate. But I always ask, and I ask you today, who are one another in this context? Is it just our families, our friends, our neighbors, the person sitting next to you? Or does one another include the salmon that selflessly give of themselves to support others that they never get to meet? The cedar trees that breathe life into our atmosphere for all to benefit, the wolves and the whales that remind us of balance and interconnection, the soil microbiome that shows us the true meaning of collaboration and cooperation, or raven that teaches us humility. I believe, and my culture believes, that it includes all of us, one another. And I believe that each of us has a role to play and important responsibilities in caring for one another. You may not know your role yet, and you may not find it right away. But like the late Dr. Jane Goodall has said, I too hope that that role, that reason, will become apparent as you live through your life. I want you to know that whether or not you find the role you're supposed to play, your life matters, and that every single day you live, you make a difference in the world. And you get to choose the difference that you make. I want you to understand that we are a part of the natural world, and even today, when the planet is dark, there is still hope. And please do not lose hope, because when we lose hope, we become apathetic and we do nothing. So if you want to save what is still beautiful in this world, if you want to save the planet for future generations, for your grandchildren and their grandchildren, then think about the actions that you take each and every day. Those are actually mostly her words, Dr. Goodall. She remains very much an inspiration of mine, and is someone who reminded us again and again that we are, of course, not separate from nature. We are nature. We are the forest, we are the ocean, we are the skies, we are the soils. And the truth is, for me, heshuk ishtzawak in our language, that everything is one and interconnected. So this event today is not just a graduation, it's a culmination of a long ceremony, a true ceremony from the perspective of this Ahousaht person. It mirrors the ancient rites of our collective ancestors. Ceremony has been and always will be a sacred journey of transformation, often undertaken to acquire knowledge. Ceremony is never easy. It demands struggle, sacrifice, and of course humility. But through that hardship, and when led with a good heart, participants are often blessed with wisdom. Wisdom not for personal gain, but to serve, to heal, and to do good in this world. In the same spirit, graduates, you all have endured years of challenge and growth in pursuit of rich and very powerful knowledge. And now in this moment in particular, you are welcomed back into society, transformed, not just with new credentials, but with new understanding and purpose, and with new responsibility to act. You return at a time when the planet is hurting, when politics polarizes us, and when biodiversity loss is so staggering that it does bring tears to my eyes. But return you do, transformed you are. And as you step forward, remember that your education has equipped you not only to navigate these challenges, but also lead the way towards solutions that will shape a better future for all and one another. It's not going to be easy, but today you're ready more than you were before, thanks to Royal Roads, of course, and thanks to your efforts. And so please, I really do beg of you, let your education be a tool for transformation. Let your knowledge be rooted in humility, and let your leadership be guided by love for one another and all that sustains us. And let your legacy be one of reconciliation and restoration. And so with that, congratulations, graduates, on the culmination of your long and difficult ceremony. This beautiful world really does await your light. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Tyson, and particularly for the reminder that when we raise our hands, we're raising our hands for more than just us, for one another. Truly very inspiring. Thank you. Also, the message of hope for us all. Thank you. So now we have a little presentation for you, which maybe will share some glimpses of the transformation that Tyson talked about that you've gone through. And as we show this on the screens above, I just want to invite you that if you see a friend, you see a cohort mate, you see yourself, and you want to say, wow, that's great, we really welcome your participation in this very short, but hopefully very fun presentation. thank you for sharing some of your experience with us through that. And now, here comes the part you've all been waiting for. I am now honored to introduce Dr. Veronica Thompson, Vice President, Academic and Provost, for the presentation of the graduates.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the graduates to please rise, if you're able, for presentation to the President and Vice Chancellor. So if you can stand up. President Steenkamp, I present to you this graduating class of Royal Roads University on whom you have conferred the degrees, certificates, and diplomas to which they are entitled.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors and on the recommendation of the Academic Council of the University, I have admitted each of you to the credential for which you are entitled. I have invested you with all the due rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. May you always be mindful of the motto of this university, living our learning. Thank you.
You can be seated, please. President Steenkamp and members of the Board of Governors, we will now present the graduates from their respective programs, and we would also like to acknowledge those graduates who are watching from afar. I'll now ask Dr. Robert Middleman, our Dean of Interdisciplinary Studies, to present the graduates that we are celebrating today.
Good morning, everyone. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Master of Arts in Intercultural and International Communication program. Dhruv Hathlia. Ray Ching Lee, who also receives the Graduate Diploma in Project Management and Organizational Leadership. Ivan Shinjir Liao. Tina Ting Young, who also receives the Graduate Diploma in Project Management and Organizational Leadership. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Master of Arts in Professional Communication. Ali Boyd, recipient of the Shirk Canada Graduate Scholarship. Violet Brennan Smith. Shinyuri Maureen Ezudumuleku. Emily Fitzpatrick. Tara Keeping. Colleen Martin. Robert Newman, Royal Roads Founders Award. Kaylin Park, Royal Roads Chancellor's Award. Susan Teppin. Sarah Wilson. Andrea Zazi. Jessie Zhang. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Arts in Professional Communication. Liv DeLuca. Olivia Fleury. Zoe Gray. Braden Hart Young, recipient of the Royal Roads Founders Award. Jordan Hawkes. Jasper Hickox. Braden R. Lust, recipient of the President's Scholar Award. Paul Nicholson, Railroads Founders Award. Emily Smith. Sheldon Smith. Nicholas Deere. Allison Walker. Emily Watkins. Ashley Watson. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Master of Arts in Environment and Management. Nadine Baumer, who also receives a graduate certificate in Professional Communication Management. Alejandra Casedo Paez. Kaylee Craig, who also receives a graduate certificate in Professional Communication Management. Karine Espinoza. Wing Hang Matthew Fung. Jonathan Garcia. Darcy Hahn. Dokas Kefa, who receives the Royal Roads University Entrance Award and the Brian Grant Award. Catherine Matos. Omalabeke Ongonsanya. Winnie Akongo, who receives the McLean Foundation Award for Environmental Studies. Stanley Onyema. Catalina Rojas Hernandez. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Master of Science in Environment and Management. Aditi Bhatti. Sharon McMillan. I am honored to present you graduates from the Master of Arts in Environmental Education and Communication. Oriani Fort. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Master of Arts in Environmental Practice. Richard Furama. Shireen Mary. Karen Steele. Kiona Wiley. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Master of Science in Environmental Practice. Sean Angel York. Timothy Bebiotito. Got one more. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. There's more? Oh, hold on, hold on. All right, I don't have a red card here. And now graduates from the Master of Science in Environmental Practice. Ivan Eisman Seljelhak. Megan Davidson. Johnson Echefu. Laura Kennedy, who also receives the Graduate Certificate in Science and Policy of Climate Change and the NSERC Canada Graduate Scholarship. Eric Lowe. Connie Olson. Stuart Patterson. Lucas Sweet. Martina Tomczynski. Ashta Trivedi, who receives the George and Marjorie New Memorial Award. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Practice. Danny Brady. Braden Conley. Shaylee Renee Elsom, President Scholar Award and Royal Roads Chancellor's Award. Haley Petrie. Bailey Rep. I am honored to present to you graduates from the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Practice. Melanie Bateman. Austin Greening. Darren Lawrence. Christina Nordquist. Krista Sievert. Emir Danishman. Sophia Hardwick. Dylan Kirkpatrick Dion. Simone Obino. William Ratudrata. Devin Virokowski. Cristiano Vignusi, McTaggart Cowan Environmental Leadership Award and McTaggart Cowan Project Leadership Award. Kieran Wood. Oh, hold on. One more. Come on up. And I will wait for Opiyemi Fatuyi, who receives the Master of Arts in Intercultural and International Communication. Thank you very much. right. Now we're good. That's it.
Well, if there's anybody we've forgotten here, please come up. With that, I just wanted to thank you all, and I hope you will all join me in a huge round of applause for our amazing graduate students here. And graduates, if you could please join me in a round of applause for the incredible friends and family who supported you all along the way, and the amazing staff and faculty as well. Thank you. So this is a really special moment, I know, for all of you, and we hope that you stay connected with us. You know, if you've done an undergraduate degree, maybe think about a graduate degree. If you've done a graduate degree, think about a doctoral degree. But maybe for now, just take a little pause and enjoy and celebrate this incredible moment, this incredible achievement. I just want to conclude by thanking you all, thanking your friends and family for the amazing support I know that they've given you along the way. So good to have you all here today with us, and so wonderful, as our amazing alumni art has said, so amazing to be able to be in ceremony with everybody on such a special day. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing some of you outside. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. It's such a privilege to be able to share in this with you. Thank you for choosing Royal Roads and for being here today. This concludes our convocation ceremony. Please remain at your seats as the academic party and the graduates exit the auditorium. Graduates, please come on over to the Sherman Gen building right away over here, because we're going to do the hat toss photo, and there'll be some opportunities for other photos there as well, and an alumni celebration inside. Family and friends, you too are invited over here to the Sherman Gen building. There's a reception there, but also folks should know that the photos, the hat toss photo and other photos will be available on our Fall Convocation website towards the end of the month. So you'll be able to see and capture those photos there as well. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll now leave the auditorium.